CDs, compact discs, they are everywhere at the moment, and recently they've had a bit of a resurgence, so today we're going to take a look at some. First up is this album by Lana Del Rey. It's her second studio album, Born to Die. It was released in 2012, and this is the standard edition, so it features 12 songs. However, other editions of the albums had various extra bonus tracks, etc. To promote this album, the artist went on a tour of the same name back in 2011, and reports online at the time suggest a generally favourable review, with most people receiving the album quite well. It debuted as number 1 in the UK album charts. Next up, another second studio album, this time from the band Keane. This album comes in a recyclable and biodegradable package, featuring a minimalistic design, simple text and muted colours. Online reviews suggest the album was well received, with it consisting of 12 tracks. The band seemingly describe it as a progression from their debut album, Hopes and Fears, released just 2 years prior. CDs were initially developed by Philips and Sony in the late 1970s as a competitor to vinyl records and cassette tapes. In 1982, the first commercial CD and CD players were released to the public. CDs became this useful way of storing digital files on a physical format, including music albums. However, years later, the advancement of digital music meant CDs fell in popularity. These days, CDs are still around and still being produced, recently having made a comeback with an emphasis on physical media. This is the Stereophonics Superman single CD, released in 2005. It was their second single on the band's Language album, their 5th studio album, and this actual single includes 4 tracks, 3 versions of Superman, the single, live version and making of the song, and another song, I Want to Be Your Dog. Reports cite that the song went on to peak at number 13 in the UK singles charts. London-based British rock band Public Service Broadcasting put out this second studio album back in 2015. It's called The Race for Space. Now, this album did relatively well in the UK album charts, getting to number 11, and the album features sounds from British Film Institute, which is this band's kind of particular style. So there's 9 songs here with a total length of around 43 minutes. Aretha Franklin's 10th studio album, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, was originally released by the American singer in 1967. This was a commercial breakthrough for the artist after several underperforming albums previously. This album became Aretha's first top 10 album after reaching number 2 in the US Billboard 200. One of her biggest songs, one of which was a single for the album, was Respect, originally released by the artist Otis Redding just 2 years earlier in 1965. This album is now seen as one of the most greatest and influential music albums of all time. Hello, this is a quick insert to say thank you so much for watching this video. It genuinely means a lot to me and I've put a lot of effort in. If you're enjoying this video, feel free to let me know and hopefully I'll make more of these in the future. Okay, back to the video. Gorillaz, the virtual band connected to Damon Albarn of Blur fame. This 2001 CD is a single of one of their most famous songs, Clint Eastwood, originally off their debut self-titled Gorillaz album. The artwork is taken from the music video featuring the band's lineup. 4 tracks in total are here: the original song, an Ed Case remix of the song Dracula, and an enhanced video of the single. Back in 1976, Stevie Wonder released this album, Songs in the Key of Life, his 18th studio album that received great critical reception. Originally 17 songs, alongside a double LP release was this 7-inch EP called Something's Extra, featuring 4 further songs. These were added to the CD album as well, and this album is known to be one of the greatest music albums of all time. Next up is the only compilation album on the list. This is The Whole Story by Kate Bush. It's the second compilation album and the first greatest hits album by the English singer/songwriter. It was originally released in 1986 and it was a number 1 album in the UK. Apparently her best-selling release to date. The 12 tracks featured were all recorded between 1975 and 1986. So a quick interjection to show you some CDs that I picked up from second-hand shops and charity shops, etc. So the first one is this 1990 In Excess album, X. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Next up is the Talking Heads Stop Making Sense live concert film album. This was done in 1984. I believe this is the original because it's only got 9 tracks on there. Back in 2023, they did do a 40th year anniversary remaster of this. The final CD that we've got is Hozier's debut album. This is 2014, I believe, and this has the famous single that was around a few years ago called Take Me to Church. It was everywhere. So they're just a few examples of CDs you can pick up that I think are pretty cool. In 2012, Bruno Mars released his second studio album, Unorthodox Jukebox. This standard edition had 10 songs, 5 of which were originally singles. Online reports suggest the album did generally favourable reviews. Several genres can be found on this record, from pop, rock, reggae, disco, R&B, funk and soul. In the US charts, it debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard 200. It reached number 1 in Australia, Canada, Switzerland and the UK. Caustic Love is the third studio album by Scottish singer and songwriter Paolo Nutini, released in 2014. Commercially, the album seemed successful, and prior to the album's release, track 1, Scream Funk My Life Up, was released as a single in a digital and physical format. It debuted as number 1 in the UK album chart. Sources online quote that the album was recorded in several places as opposed to one studio. Music fans gave this one a positive review. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know and I will make more. In the meantime, have a good one and I'll see you on the next video.